The last question is one from me. And I hopefully this will end on a positive note. I feel like all of your questions have shifted into some sort of action call, which is really great too. But I think a lot of people are experiencing anxiety and stress over schools reopening, over taking care of our own mental health, over money, the economy in general. And I guess despite all of these concerns that everyone has and how much is happening, what are some of the positive impacts that you can see of this time having on Minnesota and the nation in general?
Thank you for that question. I wish I could tell you that I'm like, I see us coming together and we're just, I can't tell you that because I also am, worried about the things that I am seeing. I at no time, like, as I told you, there could be a cat or a dog or a child or all of the things that families are navigating right now, many of the things my family is also navigating. I have a 7-year-old who misses her friends so much. And distance learning was an adventure. And we are a family who had access to a computer through her school district because we don't have an extra one lying around, and are in a community where, our teachers did the best that they could. For that, I am grateful, knowing that that is not the full experience of every child in this state. But my kiddo is feeling it. We've had just to be very candid with all of you, we've had a rough couple of weeks. And so, that is also what I am trying to balance just as a mom, working from the computer, being on Zoom calls, having to sometimes take a call in the bedroom because we're talking about scary stuff that I don't want her to have to worry about. So it is an incredibly hard time. And I think the thing that I am trying to remember through all of this is like, this is really hard because we've never done this before, right? Like, or at least, we personally haven't done it. When I think about, my ancestors certainly navigated through times of pandemic and challenges, but we haven't done it necessarily like this, where things can feel so unstable. But I would say, the opportunity of this moment is really for us to start to grapple with, as a state in particular, the inequities that have existed since the state was founded, and that we can try to actually do some things about them. I am now saying the quiet parts loud, just in my own leadership over the last few months. And I hope that is something that we all continue to do, especially as women. As we are also trying to determine what happens in the fall, I would just remind everybody that, if you have questions, to engage with your district. And I've talked to our superintendent and to some teachers, and trying to make, and to my kiddo's doctor, because she also has asthma, as what is the best decision for our family, and just to be willing to say to people, I don't know what to do, and having, again, those people around you who can help you navigate through that. And just that this, again, it's just really, 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 really hard. And none of it feels easy right now. But if you or people are struggling in this moment, there are certainly opportunities to get additional support, both through mental health, but also food security. If you go to mn.gov/childcare for folks who are navigating, needing to connect with childcare, for folks who are open or, accessing the child care assistance program, for folks who've needed to access that program for the first time. Many of our work support programs, people are having to access for the first time, that it's okay. And that I think one of the things that we need to do right now is to also just end the stigma of people needing to ask for help. And that may also be something that is an opportunity that comes out of this moment. That is certainly my hope.